Yes, then, guys. How the devil are we? Welcome to Sunday Night Live. We're live again. Across the board, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, we're everywhere. It's cracking. Touch earlier this week than the rest of the times. Normally it's 7. We're a little bit earlier tonight, purely based on the fact football's going to be on, and I know people are going to be watching it, and fair enough, why not? We're bright as balls in here tonight. Ace. Little Princess, you all right? So we're touch a little bit early. But anyway, we're here. Give it a couple of minutes for everyone to sort of join in. If you fancy saying hello, chuck it in the comments. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I can see just about them all. Up, down, left, right, whatever you like. But I'm here. Let's make sure everything's live and kicking. It's all good. Evening, everyone. Hey up to the regulars. Hey up to people just joining in. What we do here on a Sunday night, usually at 7 o'clock if England weren't in the World Cup, is we talk mechanics. Talk out like that. We'll talk about it. Volkswagen Techie, you get me for roughly about a week, an hour a week. She's cracking in there. Who knows? Hi, Craig on TikTok. Have you seen issues with Golf Mach 7s dropping coolant randomly? TSA? Or talking diesels, matey? Mr. Valetin Supplies. Hey, oh. The man, the myth, turned up yesterday, and I can't make. That is what it is. Unfortunately, I can't change it. It only seems to be affecting YouTube, though. It is telling me it's unstable, so it's unstable. It's unstable, mate. The joys of Sky Internet. So hopefully it'll sort it. Evening, Bob. Yeah, we've lost it on YouTube. Really glitchy. I know. I don't know what's going on. Like I say, it's cracking Sky Internet. One sec. Let me try something. See if that helps. I've opened the door. See if that helps get the signal over here. But that's pretty shy. That's in it. Hopefully it returns. We're stable on TikTok though. Yeah, TikTok's not glitchy. I don't know what's going on there. We're getting bars back though. It's good. It's good. There we go. We're not unstable anymore on YouTube. Excellent. Happy days. It's right hard trying to do this while you're talking as well, but hopefully we're good to go now. Thank you for the comments. Share and like and all that jazz. It gets me to the right place, if you like. Evening everyone on TikTok, evening everyone on YouTube. Thoughts on the 1.4 TSI Cave engine? They aren't the strongest engine that Volkswagen do. That would be the twin-charged engine. The 1.4 turbo and supercharged. It's not the best at all. It is a fairly weak engine as Volkswagen engines go, buddy. Have you had any nasty oil leaks, anything coming out of the exhaust that shouldn't be coming out of the exhaust? They're a bugger for doing piston rings and all things oil related. I've rebuilt a couple before. I've had to do full piston replacement on them because they just melt. They're not great. I know that's not the news you wanted. It's not great at all. But yeah, they're lovely car though. Got to be said, lovely car. Thank you for telling me about the glitch. Honestly, I don't know. My hair's a bit mad tonight as well. It is being cut tomorrow, guys, so I don't actually look terrible. You know what I mean? I work in a workshop, guys. I'm underneath the cars. The cars don't give me abuse. It's quite nice. As I say, I'm an hour earlier than I normally would be of a Sunday evening. That is because England's going to be playing. Hopefully, we're going to beat Senegal. Who knows? Happy days. If you keep up, if you're interested in cars and all things car related, check out the Instagram That's where I upload all the pictures. Definitely easier than putting videos on Instagram. Instagram's great for pictures. So yeah, I'll pop them on. So have a look. The VW Mechanic, if you go on to Instagram, you'll see little snippets of what there may be a video coming. So that's normally like a little bit of a sneaky intro. So that's where we do. It's a 2-litre TDI Golf GTD Mark 7, randomly drops coolant, but no leaks. Now, the GTD engine, fantastic. 2-litre TDI, great engine. Sometimes, I'm not saying this is all the time, the water pump can leak, and it won't be a visible leak until you strip it down and you'll see exactly where it's coming from. Sometimes it could be EGR coolers leaking internally, and the only way you're going to see coolant is it's coming out the arse end. And the inlet manifolds, they can be, it can leak internally on the inlet manifold. Again, it's going to send you straight through the engine. You're not going to see any leaks physically. So there's a little bit of diag left to do there, guys, to obviously get you to where you need to be. Sold my 2-litre CR VRS after 5 years. I now have a 150 Superb. Mate, you've not gone downhill there at all. They're a cracking car and they look beautiful. Is it red or is it that dragon green? Honestly, what an engine. I rebuilt it about 18 months ago. New pistons, how do you say? You're all over it already, matey. Like I say, that's like the least that you can get away with pistons, gaskets, stuff like that. I don't know why. They're horrendous. Evening Kings, how the devil are you? No problem, Craig. Anytime, mate. Anytime. White with, oh, mate, what a stunning colour. Black and white. Absolutely stunning colour. Aaron on YouTube, 100% going to lose. Yeah, England probably are going to lose, but, you know, could we have any more bad news these last couple of years? We're just like numb to it, aren't we? We're numb. Hey up, Kopi. How are we doing, buddy? Nice to see you on here. Appreciate the likes and the shares and everything on all the videos that I am posting. It's fantastic to see you all. It's fantastic to hear from you all as well. Craig, where are you based? Can you work it out by the accent? I stumble a load of people on this one. It's great. Bought it, number 3 piston and a piece missing out of it. I'm genuinely not surprised again. Cylinder 3 and 4 usually tend to burn out on them. I need to remove the silica bag. Yes, you do, buddy. Get in there before it bites you in the arse and also takes your wallet's virginity. It's going to happen, buddy. It's better to be safe than sorry. Preventative maintenance is 100% better than cure. I'm all right. Did my first service fine. He's still doing my cleaning. Yeah, man. Honestly, being an apprentice, take it nice and slow. Absorb anything and everything that people are going to throw at you. Literally throw at you, being an abyss. And sponge, mate, because honestly, it will go to sweeping and not really doing a lot. You can smash a kettle, all that kind of crap, to boil up your cars. You kind of way over your depth. So keep going, mate. Keep going. As I say, you've got my contact details. Please just send me a message. If you get stressed or anything like that, just have a chat, man. This is what I'm there for. I've been through it before. I know exactly what you're doing, mate. So keep going, mate. Keep going. I tell my apprentice this all the time. You do need to remove it as well, Hassan. Of course you do. VW Caddy cuts off while driving. First of all, start with running a guided or a fault finding session. Have a look, see if there's anything stored in there. It's going to point you in the general direction. It's not going to diagnose it for you, but it's really, really hard to go off any kind of engine fault with nothing to go on really. And ideally, it's easier for a technician to be looking at something while they're trying to diagnose it rather than just sending you around and firing the parts camera up. It'll cost you loads, and you get the answer. Shame, lately all I do is MOT test. I couldn't think of anything worse, mate. I don't mind testing, but if that's all I was doing, it's just mind numbing. It really is mind numbing. Where am I based? Have a guess. Have a guess. Thank you, Paul, on YouTube. Rob is very helpful. Paul is as well. We're all there. We all love to help in our industries. Paul's the valeting side of it, the detailing, and the mechanic side of things as well. I love helping. It's probably one of the better things I enjoy out of the trade, to be fair. Mate, I hate it on the sole tester now. My mate left, we used to share them. See, it's a problem shared is a problem halved, isn't it? What you're doing the MOTs on your own. Oh, I feel for you, man. I feel for you. I do. Keep plodding along, though, matey. Just remember them bills are going to get paid. And, yeah, not to mention I work with an absolute cowboy. Nah, I don't know how I feel about that. That's not great. Something I found in the trade is you could work with an absolute bunch of melts, but as long as you're confident in your work, you're sending out absolute A1 work. you've got nothing to worry about, mate. These people that aren't the best, that are the cowboys, that do all the shortcuts, they'll hang themselves. It won't be immediately, but they will hang themselves. 2017, 1.4, 150 TSI actuator rattle. Yep, no fix at the minute, buddy. Pain in the arse, and it's loud, isn't it? It's only when you start it up for the first, I don't know, minute or two, it rattles its bag off, doesn't it? It sounds like your engine's going to fall out, your chain's going to snap. There is no fix at the minute. Comes to work on a donkey sometimes. No, I've heard it all now. I have heard it all now. Valet supplies, got a Ford Focus that cuts out while driving sometimes. No codes. Check fuel pressure, buddy. 1.8 linked engine. I would be absolutely checking the wiring to the fuel rail, the little slider rail that sits in the middle on them engines. I'll be checking the wiring. They chafe through. Of course, it's a right nightmare. And you'll find it only cuts out when you go over a pothole, a bump, or leave it in the road, because that's an issue. What's on everything going EV? I hate it. It's crap. It's not for me. Not for me. That is my own opinion, of course. It's not affiliated with anyone. I need to see some massive improvements in infrastructure, range, and general reliability of the EV vehicles before I even start to consider like them. It doesn't do it in eco mode. That's interesting. That's interesting. Very interesting. The thing is, it's just literally because the wastegate actuator is just sat in neutral position, and obviously the turbo wastegate itself is sat in neutral position as well. There's just a little bit of slack. Now, the reason being that is how it is at the moment is because if you have a look at one of my videos on TikTok, you'll see it on YouTube as well. The actuators used to seize because the tighter tolerances and what they were made out of, they used to seize, cause an absolute nightmare. Sometimes you couldn't get it off or you bust it again and off to replace the old turbo. So they've kind of made it a little bit bigger so it doesn't seize. It costs you shitloads. It just gives you an annoying noise until there's a proper fix. So I like the idea that they've come up with something just until they get a temporary fix. Now, if any of you saw the older TSI engines, used to get a rattle from the actuator there as well. And there used to be a shim that you could fit. That used to shut the rattle up. Whether that's going to come out, whether that's going to be a thing to add to these just to stop them. But obviously it needs to be made out of a material that's not going to react, seize them turbos and cause an absolute shitload of heartache for your wallet as well. We'll see if there is a fix released. Of course, if I can, I will do a video on that for you guys to see. Thank you for the follows and thank you for the likes. Can drive 3 miles and it could cut out, travel 300 miles and it drives like a dream. Yes, the 300 miles that you traveled yesterday, Paul, was absolutely totally unannounced. It was fantastic. I enjoyed every minute of it. You coming all the way from down south just to see me and bring some Christmas presents. I mean, what a legend. What a legend. They're all next to me. They're all next to me. It's like the old VW startup screech, 100%. 100%. Do you know what? I still hear PD engines now. You know, when you crank an engine and it starts and the starter motor just runs on that little bit more, and it is just, you hear it. You don't even have to see it. You hear it and you know it's a Volkswagen engine. I still hear that nowadays, and I'm like, wow, that just takes me back to being an apprentice. It's great. Absolutely phenomenal. I love it. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the follows, guys. It means a massive amount. It does. I'm only a very, very small channel, and I'm humbled that you guys come and join in, ask me questions, and I have a chat with you. That's literally all it is. It's not very often you can talk to any kind of technician on a live. We're just busy guys. We really, really are. But Sunday night, it's just staying at home, staying warm, talking to you guys. That's it. So I am across a couple of platforms tonight. I'm across TikTok, which can be there. YouTube's just below, so I'm on there as well, and I'm also on Facebook. Groups. That's straight live. One more you see here, you'll see on the group as well. Jawad 98 cause of limp mode for a 40k mileage IB fee. You're gonna have to have the codes, red buddy, to even go somewhere with that. It's really, really hard. I wouldn't want you to fire up the parts cannon. Cost you money, might get it wrong. So you're gonna need a code read at minimum, mate, just to go somewhere with that. So if you do need any more help or anything like that, any of you guys out there, add me on Instagram, the VW Mechanic, and it's where you can ask your questions. Obviously, I have got family and I work a full-time job, so I don't reply to you straight away. That's why I'm probably at work or asleep. But if any of you guys have already contacted me out there, which you have, you will know that I will always reply. There's never a time where I don't reply. It's just not straight away. Where am I based? Have a go. Have a guess on the accent. It's a game I like to play. I love it. Yeah, guess on the accent. You will be surprised. Evening, buddy. YouTube's having an absolute disaster, so I apologise for glitchy. I don't know why. What do you reckon to Rain X anti-fog? Yeah, if it works. Another thing on that is I much prefer ceramic coating the windscreen. Mine's been coated. I coated it last middle of the year. Fantastic. If you're going to ceramic coat your windscreen, cool, do it. You'll not regret it. You barely use your wipers. So obviously, you're going to save money on your wipers. And yeah, it just overall, if it's in a torrential piss it down, it helps clear the screen quicker. So they're great. Honestly, I would start with just getting a nice ceramic coating and just do your windscreens. Great idea. Oh, West Midlands. Yeah. Not quite. Not East Midlands, but not West. Oh, Bob, you've gone north as well. Amazing game. You know much about a Mark III Scirocco? Yeah, test me. Rob, I made a mistake of dog everywhere and mauled by your dog then. Oh, bless you. East Midlands, yeah. Yeah, East Midlands. I told you, the accent confuses everyone. It's great. It's great, but yes, East Midlands. Sky really need to do something about this internet, don't they? It's terrible. Derby, I've actually been someone's actually asked me if I'm from Derby before, but now I'm not. Nah, not that far. Nah. It's in the comments. Daniel Mason, the little light on the dash, change the centre part on the accelerator pedal and it's still on. Which bit, buddy? What's the fault? What's the issue? We're all surviving down here, guys. Yes. Absolutely, Paul. Someone did mention ceramic coatings. That were me. Gotta be done. Shout out to the Brummie that used to come to work. Yeah, why not? It's not me. I'm not Brummie. I'm not from Birmingham. Promise. Definitely not that north. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for the shares. Should I change the Golf Mark IV TSI chain tensioner before it becomes an issue? If it's not an issue and it's not causing an issue at the minute, then you'd know about it if it became a problem, because obviously your chain would get noisier. If you're in a position to do so, it's not going to hurt. But obviously most people are on I'm going to save some money at this moment in time. If you can, do it. Like I say, preventative is always cheaper than the cure. But again, it's not going to gain anything as such. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard. I could say, change loads of parts, but again, you've got to think. I think across people's budgets as well, and I wouldn't want you changing something that you're not actually going to benefit from. If you're not got an issue with it, why fix it if it's not a bust kind of thing? But again, if you're in the financial position to do so, crack on. ESP light still on the dash. What one for, buddy? I'm not sure. You're going to have to remind me if you've spoke to me about your car, matey. A lot of people talk to me about cars. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you very much. It's absolutely humbling to be able to talk to you guys on a Sunday night. It's Sunday. Sunday goes so fast. Scirocco Mark III TDI. Mate, you're going to have to give me a lot more information than that. Change your sensor, what sensor, and the pedal, and it's still on. Have I spoken to you to you about this fault? Because I'm lost. You did. You got me to 1,000 likes. It's massively appreciated. It really, really is. I've been very humbled this weekend with the amount of people that that are just supporting the channel more than anything. It's gone from leaps and bounds. Honestly, it really has. I'm getting some love. I'm getting some love, and I will always help anyone. That's not a problem at all. It's fantastic to see, to deal with, to help, and all that, and obviously to create content as well. It's cracking. And again, if you guys have spoken to me on a personal level out there, I know Kings has. It's not just all about the mechanics. There's a lot more behind it. If you're an apprentice, I've got massive, massive admiration for anyone that's been an apprentice at this type of industry. It's not easy. Been through it myself. I know exactly what you mean. If you are struggling and you are an apprentice in this trade, send me a message. I will more than happy talk to you about it, help you, because honestly, sweeping and making cups of tea is a breeze. It does get harder. I promise you, it does get harder. Yeah, send me a message, Daniel, mate, on Instagram, the VW Mechanic. I'll have a little chat with you, see if we can get some form of sense about your Scirocco. Fried Water on YouTube. Let's have a look. So Fried Water is, I've got a sort of ticking noise coming from inlet manifold. It could be injectors. It's on a Corsa D. Could that be correct? Could be. It could be. There's a lot of things to do with an inlet manifold. It could be normal. It might not be. Or manifold rail adjusting itself. There could be lots and lots of things. Evening, Jimmy Miller on Facebook. 3,000 more in 2 weeks. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Some comments in this live were filtered. Brilliant. Guys, if you're swearing at me, I love it. TikTok doesn't. The older Mark 7 GTI fart, but the 7.5 don't. What? They fart. All cars fart, mate, if you tune them right. So, guys, if you're watching on YouTube for some apparent reason, it's with the weather today, obviously. I will look into this and see if there's anything I can do to make it that little bit better. But if you are struggling on YouTube, pop over to TikTok if you've got it, and you'll be able to see me higher. Doing the same thing. Yeah. EA 888 is a great engine. Triple A Gen 3 2-litre TFSI engine, chain back and start. What's changed? Oh, mate, off the top of my head, I would not be able to tell you. Add me on Instagram. And I can do some digging for you and on the chains. But if it's rattling, buddy, there's no doubt about it. There's going to be an issue. I meant DSG fart. Yes, I love the DSG. I am. Mike, this is why I'm doing the live earlier than normal, 6 to 7 tonight. If you want to watch football and have a tea with a good lady wife. Need to map my GTI. Yeah, you do. Yeah, that should be the first thing, mate. Buy it, get it booked in. Love it. My Octavia diesel's mapped. I've only got a 150. Nothing exciting. Octavia Mark 3, Mark 3.5. And yeah, great mapped. Best thing I can ever do with that. Fares, labours and parts, rough quote for top of your head. Engines on 65k full dealer history. What for a timing chain? Oh God, mate, you're looking between $1,000 and $2,000. It's hard to tell, but they're not the cheapest job. But they're not bad to do. They're not bad to do. And if you're using a dealer to do it, you're obviously going to get parts warranty on that as well. So everything's 2 years, unlimited miles on anything like that. So as much as dealerships charge a shitload, you're going to get that little bit of peace of mind should anything go wrong in the near future. I've not got TikTok on my TV. I'm sorry, matey. I will look into this as a matter of what the fucking hell's going on and find out. It's quite annoying. The evap canister makes much worse ticking noise when plugged in. I think the new one, I would think a new one is the answer. It could be. Evap canisters are quite noisy though. They do tick a lot. That's the idea. No problem, buddy. Ben Barlow, what do you think about the dealership apprenticeships? I'm currently in my 3rd year. It's mint. Well, to be fair, mate, I work in a dealership. I work in a Volkswagen dealership. We have, in the dealership itself, we have a level 2. We've got a year 2 apprentice. We've got a 1st year apprentice. The 1st year apprentice is mine, so I'm whipping him into shape. I think dealership apprenticeships are fantastic. If you're in the Volkswagen group, so Audi, Seat, Skoda, Volkswagen themselves, the training centre that you go down to in Milton Keynes is an absolutely phenomenal facility. And to be fair, I've got a lot of love for apprentices. and what they do. And some of them are coming through absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So I love training myself as well. I've got a few courses coming up for high voltage and gearbox specialist, that sort of thing. So training, if you can get the training. That's all I say to anyone. The training is fantastic. The more bows you get on that belt, the more desirable you are to other employers, and the more of that you can earn in the game, innit? The NOC is brilliant. Yeah, absolutely is. I'll be down there in January. Can't wait. Fried water on YouTube. The evac sensor makes much. I've said that, and I can hear it in the cabin, still quite loud. It depends how quiet your cabin is as well, really, doesn't it? It's a difficult one, buddy. Send us a video if you want on the Instagram, the VW Mechanic. I can have a listen. That's always the best way, isn't it? Have a listen. Loving it, guys. Thank you very much for the likes and follows, the comments. It's cracking. It's ace. I love sitting here on a Sunday night talking to you guys. Watching on YouTube too. Oh, that's mega. Appreciated it massively. The more likes, it feeds what we call an algorithm, and that means that TikTok and YouTube will share things for you. It's a weird way of doing it, but whatever. If that's how they want to do it, happy days. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the shares. It's great news. If you're just joining, you get a Volkswagen Mechanic here. I just sit and talk to you for a bit on a Sunday night. Before England start playing, because why not? If any of you guys are watching it shortly, kick off at 7 o'clock in it. I'll be disappearing just before. See if we can do anything tonight as an England squad. Or not. We shall see. We shall see. I did an absolute nightmare of a job this week, guys. I had to do a full turbo replace on one of the new style diesel engines. It was a 69 plate. I can't remember the EA number. But yeah, a new style diesel engine. And it was an absolute bastard to do. There's no better way of putting it. It was awful. Not so much fun on that one. Opinion on an Audi S38L cracking cars. Belting little motors. What engine's in it? Are we talking 2 litre TFSI, BAM engine, 20 valve turbos? Love them. They're a bit, if it is the 20 valve T or the 180, they're a bit of an arse when it comes to holding boost. Yes, the BAM, the 225 BAM engine. Love it. Same engine that goes in the TT as well. What a motor. If it's well looked after, and it's got no boost leak, air leaks, or anything like that, yeah, solid engine. But they are so tunable and BAM engines. They're absolutely rapid and all it takes. Put rods in it and all. Have you put decent rods in it, or is it just a rebuild with factory standard stuff? Opinion on a Toyota Hiace fan. You know what? Yeah, I love them. I think they're great. We use them at work, weirdly enough, to carry stuff. But so you've gone proper rods on it. That's ace, mate. Because we all know them 180 engines with bend rods. Get them tuned a bit too far, and that's where your rod looks like that. That's usually a foot bottom end as well. Large rifle drill, yeah, why not? If you're going to spend the money, mate, do it properly. Like you have to. Great. Fried water. This is a cracking question. You're going to love this. Worst injury from working on a car. One question. And most stressful job that I've ever done. Right, here we go, guys. The worst injury I've had from a car was a Vauxhall combo van. Crap, this. It's such a painful injury. But anyway, Vauxhall combo van. No one. It was Fiat Doblo van, and I was undoing the oil filter. A weird angle. Anyway, it was a bit tight. And went to use my big bar. The big bar slipped for whatever reason. I ended up punching the engine, and I broke my thumb. And I shoved my thumb right up into my wrist, I had to have it in a cast for 6 weeks, I believe it was, and it hasn't been right ever since. They did say they were going to operate on it, but I can't afford that amount of time off work, so I've cracked on with it, really. And the most stressful job, Mini, so BMW Mini wishbone bushes. Wow. They're something else. They look really easy to do, but if you've had Tyson Fury tightening up the bolts before you've got there, terrible. When did I break my thumb? Oh, this was years ago. Years and years ago. There is one picture of me on Facebook in a cast, a blue cast. Yeah, this was a long time ago, this one was. Transmission fluid cooler control valve on an Audi A4. Have I come across it before? Can't say I have off the top of my head, buddy. What's it doing? Is it pissing coolant? Or not working? Yes, Paul, the Vauxhall Combo Van 700 horsepower. If any of you guys out there know Vauxhalls, I'm not. I know the basics. I don't know them all in depth. There's a chap that me and Paul know. Interesting this. We've got a 1.3 CDTI Vauxhall Combo, right old people. And he reckons he can get, I think it was over 300 horse with a map and an air filter. Bearing in mind these 1.3 CDTIs, you're looking for about 70 horse. They're a cracking engine, but over 300 horse with a map and an air filter. I'll let you decide in the comments. It was an interesting conversation. And I did laugh a lot. It was great. Open circuit. Open circuit, buddy, usually means, I'm not saying this is always, if you've got an open circuit, have a look at the wiring to and from. They do have pinch points on them and can break the wiring. And it's really, really hard to find. Sometimes there'll be a little nick in the plastic casing and what we've got in there will out the wiring. Open circuits, they're easier to find than range events and bits like that. So, yeah, definitely have a look at wiring. Fried water, I reckon a Halfords extra special will do the trick. 100%, mate. Get all that air filter, just ram it right on top of an exhaust manifold. We get the heat soak as well. Because all engines, as you know, love running on hot air. Hot air is the best, isn't it? There's no need for an exhaust, a charge cooler or intercooler or anything like that. We love warm air. Not leaking, bringing in fault code. Yeah, I'll bring up a fault code for it and an email straight away, mate. No bullet, check bulletins on auto frontal and says it leaks onto the transmission plug, but it isn't. Have you got one that you can try on it just to rule out any internal malfunctions, anything that shoots itself inside? Because if you've got grounds and earths to said controller, yeah, and continuity, if your wiring is intact and you're getting a good continuity down your wires, you've got solid lives, solid herbs. The only thing it really can be is the consumer itself. It's the way I always hit my diagnosis process. You're going to check the basics, you're going to check fuses, you're going to check obvious damage, anything like that, and then you're going to start peeling it back. So you're going to start going to wiring. If you've got power or continuity in your wiring from one end, which is usually a control module, and the other end, which is actually the consumer, shows your wires good. Make sure you're then getting your voltages. Make sure you then get your earths and you switch lives, you switch nerves, and any signal coming from any ECU. Go from there. There's a lot of testing to do before you obviously fire the parts cannon up. It's a bit of a process and not easy. But if you've got the right wiring diagrams and a bit of time and a cracking multimeter, you're all over it, buddy. You're all over it. Volkswagen don't like to use the word continuity. Don't ask me why. It's not in their vocab. They don't like soldered joints either. But didn't stock others couldn't work it out. What do you mean, buddy? Ed91. Yeah, Paul, tell me the funny story. I love funny stories. Funny stories are the best. This Wi-Fi is bad again, isn't it? I am sorry, guys. I am sorry. See if I've missed something. No, we're all good. England game tonight, guys. Senegal, England. Obviously in the World Cup. If you're not from England, let me know in the comments where you are from. We'll have a little chat. I love it. Love it. It's great. There you are, Paul. Jack the elf is here. Jack, are you going to come say hello?
Yeah.
Thought you might. This is mini Jack. This is little Jack, little Rob. Oh, go on here, look.
I got to.
Hold on, let's sort your legs out. They're a bit mad, aren't they? Straighten your legs out a little bit. That's it. There we go. Can you squeeze them under?
Yeah.
There we are. We're in. Right, this is Jack. No cuppa tonight, Paul. Not yet. Sissy, look.
Huh?
There, look. That's Sissy. So this is Jack. Anyone that knows him, he's Jack. He's Mini Rob. Do you like learning about cars, don't you? Are you a mini daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you like fixing cars with daddy? Do you like cleaning them as well? Yeah. So that's cleaning them as well. And this is Jack. Courtesy of Paul at Valetin Supplies. Who drove lots and lots of miles yesterday to this is his monster cup as well. Oh dear, nothing well. This little man's been ill for a week now. Just getting over it. He's quite excited to be on the camera, mate. Yeah. What's up, Jack? You gonna say hello? Hello. That's good. See both cameras on this one and on that one. We good? Yeah. What you got to tell everyone then? What do you want to tell? What can you say? Look at the cameras and say something. What can you say?
We're on our days off.
What was that? You are? We're on our days off. Shall we ask? So Daniel says, "Are you a VW lad? Do you like Volkswagens?"
Yeah.
You do. He does like Volkswagens, guys. He does like Volkswagens. That's a good thing, isn't it?
I dropped it.
Oh, shall we get it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I need the handle.
So he's got another toy as well. Look, he's got a little noodle duster that he won't let go.
Even
So,
I did.
You found it, didn't you, at the shop? Yeah. Good lad.
Dusty.
Dusty. Do you want to go sit with Mummy for a bit then, bud?
I'm sitting.
You go sit with Mummy for a bit.
I'm just.
Go with Mummy, and then I'll get you on the camera in a little bit, okay? You want to wave? And say bye. Say bye. Say it.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. There you go. You got to love you, bye, guys. Go sit with Mummy then, big man. You got to love you, bye. How cool is that, eh? He is, Paul. He is a little Rob. He loves it. Honestly, he does like getting involved. Anything with a camera, you point at him, he's loving life. So, yeah, that is my son, Jack. There is my daughter in the room as well. If you see that, Mrs. Riddle, that's my eldest daughter. And he's creeping around now. What are you creeping for?
It's like special glasses.
It's your special glasses, okay.
Because they make Santa.
They make Santa. Yeah, he's coming soon, isn't he? Emma Watson said you're adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says yeah.
What's this?
Right, do you want to go sit with Mummy, please, mate? See you in a bit. Yeah, he's all right before bed. Right, chuck your car comments in, get them likes in, get a smash in the live about. We're here for a little bit longer, about 10, 15 minutes. And then it's football and tea time. So, yeah, crack the questions in. Thank you for the follows. Love it. I do appreciate it massively. Anything like that, follows, shares, likes, it all means a massive amount to me. And it just means the channel can grow and I can reach more people, talk to more people, which is ultimately ace. And of course, help more people. Paul says the oldest one makes a good cup of tea. There you go, Lex. You make a good cup of tea. He's just southern and he wasn't really used to the northern way about things. So any of you guys out there, drop us a follow. You're going to find some useful information, more about Volkswagens, Volkswagen, Skoda, Seat, Audi, anything like that. You will find fixes, hints, tips, tricks, anything like that. You will also find on Instagram, there's a few people that I follow, there's a few people that I joined in with. So Baz Meredith, go and give him a shout. Absolute legend that he is. You'll find him on TikTok at Baz Meredith. He does all crazy stuff on all a host of cars. And honestly, join in the banter. Send in your photos of bits and doing stuff on your cars. Tag me in them. The VW Mechanic, you find me on Facebook, YouTube. Tag me in. I want to see your repairs, even if you're doing it on your driveway. I'm not bothered. Let's have it. Let's see what you're getting up to. And I'll show you exactly what I get up to. I've got a bottom arm to do on my Octavia. I'm going to film that. That needs doing. I'm going to film the process. I'm doing a bottom arm on a Mark 3.5 Octavia. As well. Full bottom arm. The rear bush, front bush, and the new ball joint. We're getting some crazy noises, and I pinned it down to that. So that's coming. I'm going to film that. It's going to be in a workshop as well. So hopefully you'll be able to see everything. And either that'll do a live while doing it. I don't know yet. I'll leave it to you guys to decide. About 10 minutes left, guys. We're going to sit here. We're going to answer your questions, and then we're all going to disappear and watch the England game. If you're not smashed already, ready to watch the England game, why not? I won't be. I'm behaving myself today because it's a school match. And I've got cars to fix in the morning. And who knows what I'm going to walk into? Who knows what's been recovered overnight, over the weekend? Honestly, working for VW, there's no day to say. Problems. The weekends bring it out the best of us. And honestly, anyone that's got a broken car, get yourself booked in if you're on your way on holiday. It's the best time to put your car in. If you're literally driving to the airport, get your car booked in for that EML light that's been on for 3 years. It's the best time to get it fixed anyway on holiday. If you know, you know. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for the shares. Appreciate it massively. Keep going, keep it flowing, keep the questions coming in. Keep the fans there, the chat, and all that jazz. I've got an extra radio days. Fried Water on YouTube. This is about the my Octavia. Is your car 4 years old? It is, correct. Yeah, 2018. Is that a bit soon? Why do you think it's happened? I think, hand on heart, the genuine wishbone bushes are shit. I think they're absolutely shocking. And all it is creaking. It's creaking and a little bit clunky. It's definitely pinned down to that. I know it's that. They're rubbish. They really are rubbish. So I've gone for an aftermarket bush, and hopefully that's gonna cure the world. But for a genuine bush, it's 52 quid. Just the one bush, 52 quid. For a genuine arm, upwards of £300. And for a bottom arm, including wishbone bush, front arm bush, and ball joint, was 38 quid from GSF. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? Even if it doesn't work, it's 38 quid. And I've got a new ball joint and 2 new bushes. And content for you guys to film. But it will work. Hi, mate. Are you also qualified to work on electric hybrids? Yes. Yes. Volkswagen Golf in stages. So you'll start off at HVT, which is high voltage 1.0. I go for my 2.0 in January. And then there's a 3.0 after that, which is where you get into rebuilding batteries and all the crazy stuff there. So 2.0, I'll be on the training in January. So what Volkswagen tried to do is, because they released it quite quickly, they've got to get a certain amount of people trained at level 1, level 2, and level 3 HVT in a short space of time. And there's only a certain amount of classrooms, a certain amount of instructors down at NFC. So they wanted at least 3 people in the dealership to be each level. So you've got 3 or 2 and 1. And then obviously they'll start progressing people. So it's been kind of a slow process to start with, getting everyone, as you can imagine, so many Volkswagen service there, Audi, Bentley, Lambo, Porsche, all that jazz, all going to the same training centre, trying to get through it. So there's a lot of dealerships, a lot of people needing this training, so it's been a priority thing. So that's why it's taken so long to get on it, but finally on it. So anyway, it's the training isn't that long, buddy. It isn't that long, but for Volkswagen in particular, it's made up of lots of different modules. So you have to be a diagnostic tech. You also have to have certain qualifications, certain training you will have had to have done as well. Certain qualification paths. So it is a little bit of a higgledy-piggledy. For obvious reasons, you're not going to want someone that's been in the job 10 minutes, licking orange cables and touching batteries with a tongue, that sort of thing. Ain't great. So it's a faff. It's a faff, and it can be quite drawn out, but it's a fantastic piece of kit to have. And if you have got it under your belt, you're good to go really on any electric car. Obviously, if it's a different brand that you've been trained on, you'll need a little bit of sort of up-to-date, well, catching up. But other than that, once you've got it on your belt, it's a cracking thing to have. It's a bit like MOTs. Get that notch on your belt sorted. You really are more desirable to an employer. Don't get an employer. Great little thing to have, though. Does that mean I'll see Mr. Rob in January? Just might, mate. Just might. If it works out that I can, I will. Right, guys, 5 more minutes left of my old haggard face from Sunday night. Right, it does mean the world for me to come along, guys, due to the subscribing, liking, sharing, everything like that, and trying to be in the world. Lurch, Octavia Mark 3 VRS, constantly regen and an under boost. So there's an issue there going with, have a look at your content and hash content for DPF. If you've got an under boost, you may not be able to escape out the arse end. There could be multiple reasons it's regenerating. Fault. It could be a split boost. There's something serious going on there. So I'd probably relax on the old driving it a little bit, get some diag done on it, get someone to look at it that knows what they're looking at. And before things go wrong, because if you do block a DPF, it's going to cause a whole host of issues. And not cheap ones either. DPFs are making money. You can clean them out. I've heard of great success cleaning them out, which is obviously going to save you a couple of quid. But it could cause issues with back pressure and blowing turbos up and knackering engines and bits and bobs like that. So try not to drive it if it is coming up with DPF issues, boost faults, anything like that. There could be a massive issue as to why it's doing that. Paul, had enough of your face. No, you haven't. Rubbish. Rubbish. This long hair, mate. I can't tame it. I cannot tame it. Getting cut tomorrow. You're more than welcome, buddy. Anytime, pop along. Chuck a subscribe, chuck a like, chuck a follow. Love it. It's great. It helps massively. It gets me in more people's living rooms and on their phones in front of them. So the usual Sunday spot here on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook is 7 till 8 on a Sunday night. The only reason I've done it a little bit earlier this evening is because everyone's going to watch the football. And as entertaining and as chatty as I am, football for England in the World Cup in the last 16 is massive. So we'll see how we get on there. But yeah, next Sunday, 7 o'clock English time, or UK time, sorry, will be the place to be, hopefully. I'm going to take more pictures and more content, film as much content as I can get this week to keep you guys entertained out there, to keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the VW world. Good, bad, the ugly, hints, tips, tricks, anything like that. It's going to be the bottom of your problem, hopefully, and entertaining at the same time. So a few minutes left, guys. Get your likes in, get your shares in. Look as a follow, check the content. There's some absolutely banging content out there if you are finding problems. You don't want to spend money on dealerships diagnosing the cars. There's some great little fixes on there that will save you an absolute fortune and a bag of time as well. definitely worth having a look, even if you're just nosy, just interested in what the Volkswagen world has to offer and what common problems you may or may not see. Ride Water, I am an MOT tester. I'm already an MOT tester. Been an MOT tester for quite some years now, to be fair. So yeah, that's good fun. It's a notch on the belt. It is a notch on the belt. It's a good thing to have. It's very, very desirable for your MOT tester. And once you're an MOT tester in class 4 and 7, you can test at class 4 and bays. Obviously, your bay has to be authorized to test the class that you're wanting to test. So my bay at VW will only test class 4. We don't test class 7. That is purely down to the bay that we have and the classification that we have. But class 7 different, class 3 different, class 5 different. So there's lots of different routes you can take. But I am a class 4 and class 7 MOT tester. Any of you guys out there in the trade doing MOTs, you send anything like that, let us know. It's always great to have a chat. There's loads of forums and that on Facebook for MOT. Any reason you're not a full-time tester? Well, I suppose I am, if you like. Obviously, I work in a dealership, and I'm more of a diagnostic. That's my job role, diagnostic technician. I can MOT, I do MOT, but predominantly, mainly, I am diagnostics. So if there isn't any diag in at that particular moment, I'm doing a used car prep, a service and MOT, anything like that. Yeah, of course, I'll service an MOT. It's not a problem. So I do MOT, and you could class it as full time, even though I'm not stood on an MOT the whole day. We've got a couple of minutes left, guys. I think Jack's ready to come and see you. Yes, Paul, you can be an MOT tester without any MOT qualification. Well, you used to be able to. You have to do a test. You can't do anymore. You have to be qualified. You have to have a relevant experience to be able to be an MOT tester. So whether that's changed recently or in the past, I don't know. But yeah, you used to just be able to do one long test, and you could then become an MOT tester. I have no idea who thought that idea was a good idea, but it obviously worked for so many years. Where are you based? Have a guess. Game right to play. No one's got it yet. No one's got it. Obviously, it's England, the UK. Have a guess. Thanks, Lex. It's a game, Lex. You're not supposed to tell everyone. I think Jack's going to come in, guys, and say hello and bye. And can we get Jack in? Oh, he's taking his mum's cup away and all. Can we get Jack in now? He's going to go night-night. But he wants to come and say bye to everyone out there.
Bye.
Oh, he stood up. Check these dramas out. These are 8, aren't they? What are you saying, Jack? You're just going to say bye. Bye. Can you give big waves? You look well cool in your dramas, mate. Who's on your dramas? Can you tell everyone? Who's on here? Bears? That's well cool, isn't it? Right, send a night to everyone then, matey.
Night.
Good lad. There you go, big man. See you soon. Love you, night. Bye-bye, Jack from the Alien. He's dancing, guys. I've just been told he's dancing. It was an air leak. You really helped me last week. There's no problem at all. I will try and help anyone with experience. Experience is huge. In the motor trade, experience you can chuck as many certificates at people as you like, but by experience. Two more minutes left, guys. Get your last bits of banter in, and then we're going to go watch England get stuffed by Senegal. It's all great. It's all good fun. But again, like I've said, if you're just joining, you can find me here every week, 7 till 10. Well, it's particularly in the winter months because everyone wants to be out doing bits and bobs on in the summer. So the winter months, we do take a break over the summer just to let everyone do what they're going to do. Evening, Land Rover Tech. How the devil are you? Evening, Baz Rogue Static. Spot on, pal. How are you? Are you ready for the England game? Are you going to watch the football tonight? Did anyone watch the Tyson Fury boxing last night? Did anyone say that? What a boxing match. It was a good one. It was a good one. I'm still getting used to seeing things on TikTok. I've no idea what they mean, but nonetheless. Yes, the boxing last night, he was definitely playing with him, wasn't he? Honestly, it was Tyson Fury's match all along, but I thought if he was going to knock him out in 2 rounds, it'd have been boring, wouldn't it? It'd have been pointless. So he did dangle the carrot for 10 rounds and then just knocked him. And then the ref got involved, didn't he? And just knocked it over. So to be fair, before Tyson Fury smashed him in, it wasn't bad. It was entertaining. It was entertaining. The last little scrap as well between Usyk and the other bloke, Joe Joyce. That was interesting as well. Land Rover Tech, yeah, good. Not really into football. It's summer, and I'm not really into football, to be honest. I don't follow many teams, but I mean the country's in, so I'll watch their last World Cup game tonight. You know what I mean? And we'll go from there. Just replaced my engine on a Fabia. Decided to throw a piston out of the block. That's good of a minute. The BLT engine as well. You must be running some serious boost. Or did you get a bit excited with the right foot? See you later, Princess. Have a good night. Love you. 1.9 TDI BLT engine. What an engine. The BXE engine and the AGU engine are great as well. Just fantastic engines. The PD, honestly, if they could still use it now, conforming to British, not even British, or the whole world emissions things, I think the PD would be an absolute bomb-proof engine. If I could have one now in a newer car, there'd be no question. I'd absolutely do it. The newer diesel engines are shocking in comparison. No comment. I've got you, mate. I know what you mean. Don't incriminate yourself on here. Absolutely. Right, guys. Thank you very, very much for coming to this earlier than normal live. Like I say, here, 7 to 8 on a Sunday night, first time. You'll find me, so you haven't missed that. You've not missed out anything. We're all off to watch the football now. So, up England. Have a cracking week. Thank you very, very much for the likes, and shares, and follows, and for coming along and chatting. Love you lots, sis. Have a safe week. Stay safe. And I will catch you very, very soon. Take care.